Have you ever asked an AI a question and gotten back an answer that's just completely bonkers? And you're left wondering, is it me? Is it the machine? Well, it's probably neither. It's all about the instructions. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on prompt engineering, which is really just the art of talking to AI so you get exactly what you need. This is how you unlock its true power.
And here's the best part, right here on the screen. You don't need to be some data scientist or have a fancy degree in machine learning. This is not about writing complicated code. It's a skill that literally anyone can learn and get good at. So, you ready to dive in?
Okay, so let's start at square one. We're talking about the kind of prompts you're probably already using without even thinking about it. Just a basic question. It's our starting point, our foundation. But trust me, there's a lot of room to grow from here. So what is prompt engineering, really? Well, here's the core idea. It's not just about asking a question, it's about designing an instruction. Think of yourself less like someone giving a command and more like an architect, carefully drawing up the blueprints that guide the AI to build exactly what you want. This image just says it all, doesn't it? A basic prompt is like a rough, uncut stone. It has potential, sure, but an engineered prompt? That's a precisely cut, sparkling gem. Today, we're all going to become gem cutters. We're going to learn how to turn our rough ideas into something brilliant. The most basic way to start is with something called a zero-shot prompt. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You give the AI 0 examples. You just state the task. Hey, what's the capital of France? Simple, direct. This is the bedrock of everything else we're going to learn.
But what happens when a simple question isn't going to cut it? It's time to level up. With this next technique, we're going to stop just asking questions and start showing the AI exactly what we're looking for. This is a real game changer.
So just imagine for a second, you're trying to build an app, and you ask the AI to process a pizza order. You type in, "I want a large pizza," and what you get back is just a jumble of words, a total mess that's completely useless for your system. We've all been there, right? So frustrating. Well, the solution is a technique called few-shot prompting. Instead of just telling the AI what to do, we show it. See here? We're giving it a couple of clear examples of a pizza order and the exact format we want it in this case, something called JSON. Don't worry about the name, it's just a really clean, organized way to structure data. By showing the AI the pattern, we're basically teaching it the rules of the game. And boom, look at that. The result is absolutely perfect. The AI saw our examples, learned the pattern, and then totally nailed the more complex half-and-half order. It structured everything exactly the way we showed it. Seriously, learning to do this one thing will transform your results. Okay, so providing examples is powerful, for sure. But what if you could give the AI a whole new identity? This next technique is like you're a movie director, and you're about to cast your AI in the starring role. Check out this prompt. We're not just asking for museum ideas. We're giving the AI a job. We're telling it, "I want you to act as a travel guide." That one little phrase changes everything. It gives the AI a persona, a point of view, and a whole library of expertise to draw from. And just look at the response. It's not just a random list of museums, it's a thoughtful, curated list of the top spots you'd expect a real live travel guide in Amsterdam to recommend. By giving it a role, we got an expert-level answer. It's that easy.
And you can get even more creative with the personality. So, a standard prompt for places to see in Manhattan gets you, well, a standard list. It's fine. But what happens if you add in a humorous style? All of a sudden, you're getting jokes about feeling like King Kong at the top of the Empire State Building. You're not just controlling the information anymore, you're directing the whole vibe.
All right, we've nailed down structure and personality. But what about pure logic? It might surprise you how often an AI can get tripped up by a pretty simple reasoning problem. This next technique is the secret to fixing that, and it's basically like telling the AI to show its work, just like we did in math class. Okay, take a look at this age riddle. For a human, it's a straightforward little logic puzzle. But for an AI that's really just built to predict the next word in a sentence, this kind of multi-step problem can be a real minefield. And yep, just as we'd expect, if you ask the question directly, the AI often botches it. It confidently tells you the answer is 63. I mean, it kind of sounds plausible, right? But it's dead wrong. This is a classic AI trap, a confident but completely incorrect answer. But here's the crazy part. The fix is almost laughably simple. All you have to do is add one tiny phrase to your prompt. Let's think step by step. It's like a magic password that suddenly unlocks the AI's ability to reason.
And just like that, the entire output changes. The AI actually lays out its logic, one step at a time, and it arrives at the correct answer, 26. By forcing it to slow down and show its work, we didn't just get the right answer. We actually made the AI's process smarter. This is called chain of thought prompting, and it is essential for tackling complex problems.
Okay, we have covered some seriously powerful techniques today. So let's bring it all together and wrap it up into a practical toolkit you can start using to become a pro prompter like right now. All right, first up, be specific. Super specific. Don't just hint at what you want, spell it out. Second, tell the AI what to do, not what not to do. Positive instructions like do this work way better than negative ones like don't do that. And finally, your secret weapon. When in doubt, show, don't just tell. Providing clear examples is almost always a good idea.
And here are a few more pro tips for you. Don't be afraid to experiment with different output formats, especially structured ones like JSON if you need data that your computer can easily understand. Also, keep a little journal of your prompts. What worked, what didn't. You'll learn a ton. And above all, keep it simple. If a human would get confused by our prompt, the AI probably will too.
And that brings us right back to our beautiful gym. Prompting isn't about just yelling a question into the void and hoping for the best. It's a craft. It's about taking a moment to design a tool that's going to get you exactly what you need time and time again.
So now you're not just a person using AI anymore, you're a designer of its results. You have the toolkit, so the only real question left is, what are you going to build with your next prompt?